Glemmy's got a brand new phone with a crack. Ask CD-Rom. Hey dude, can you fix that? He doesn't know a RAM from a floppy disk. CD yells, please just read the dang instructions. Risk, they're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. Plugs their toaster into the LAN. CD screams, it doesn't work like that, man. Kill the Wi-Fi, my printer's on life support. Glammy shrugs and retorts, you're my tech resort. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic that's the deal. CD's got patience running razor thin. Glammy's here asking, dude, where do I begin? Eject the disc, he says, hit control and save. Glammy's like, how do you live in this tech cave? Controller tangled, Xbox crash on the screen. Glammy calls CD, says you're my tech machine. CD sighs, you're a one-man error log. Without you, buddy, I'd still use dial-up fog.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Good morning! Happy July. I think I said that yesterday. I don't really care. I'm saying it again. Hi! It's July 2nd. How are all of you? Happy messed up schedule this week. So welcome to Lolcow Tech Talk at 2 in the frickin' morning. I'm your host, CD-Rom 1019, and baby, I was born this way. How's everyone doing? Somehow I seem more tired at 2 a.m. than 4 a.m. Yeah, we'll get to that. But first, we have even more that we have to get to, but we can't get to any of it without a black screen. Oh, hey, not a black screen. Hi, Glammy. How are you? Can't hear a word you said. Oh, there you are. Couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Lolcow Tech. You do seem tireder, too.
How
do you seem tireder, bro?
You ever try going to bed while the sun's up? It's really hard. It sucks. It's very difficult.
Oh my God, you're never happy.
It's difficult. I'm trying. I tried to go
difficult to be happy?
I went.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, yeah, it's difficult to be happy to someone who's clinically depressed. Shocker. Who knew? But like, going to bed at 7 was, well, I don't know. I tried going to bed at 7. I had too much to do. I was trying to clean my house, and then I was trying to eat dinner and. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it all.
Tell me all about your depressing life.
Well, I'm not. Okay, look, my. Oh my God, my eyes itch.
It's all that your fingers are in there.
Yeah, it's because I'm itching my eyes.
Well, they wouldn't be so itchy if you didn't have your fingers in there.
No, it's not how it works.
Shifty Greeky. Hi.
Good morning. No, I did what I could. I had to wake up a couple of times too, so that wasn't great.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to go back to sleep for a little bit longer after this.
Did you wake up early for the hours of tech? So sorry. You're the wave. Baby, you were born this way. Don't worry about it.
You know, one day you might have to work a 10-hour shift, and then you'll understand.
I've worked tons of jobs.
Okay. I'm not
I know
talking
what real
about
jobs are.
I'm not talking
I've
about
worked
just
real
here. Well, you don't
I've
work one
worked
anymore,
regular
do ya?
jobs. Oh my god, dude, I'm 44.
Okay.
Like, what do you want from me? I've worked tons of jobs. I've been working since I was a teenager. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, bruh.
Yeah, well,
Coffee and cold shower does wonders. Yeah. Hi,
News. Well, I don't have a coffee maker in here. I don't usually start drinking coffee until I get to work.
Let me step away from the electrical sockets, but they're so electrifying, Tina, and that's how I keep my sunny disposition. How you doing, Tina?
Oh boy. All right. So in case
This year too, News too.
So in case anybody can't hear it or is having a little trouble hearing it, Glammy's voice is still a little shot. So we're still gonna take another day of taking it easy here.
Listen, I don't have pneumonia, okay? I'm not sick. I drank the apple cider freaking vinegar straight up, and it fucked up my voice. Which for the record, I told you multiple times not to do. So are you gonna start listening to me now? Because I could have told you that. I could have told you that would happen. Okay, but like, to be fair, I didn't know if you were just being a worrywart about it or if it was really an issue.
It's really an issue.
Now I know it's really an issue.
Oh, great. Glad it took you getting in pain to realize that you're not supposed to do that. Like, I tried to tell you that you're not supposed to drink that stuff straight. You can drink it, but you have to dilute it. So...
Well, I'm delusional. Does that count?
No! That just makes it worse.
Oh my god.
Good grief, everything itches. Alright, so,
R.I.P. Glammy Insides, that ABC gotta be with some water. Yeah.
So...
I didn't know.
Alright, well now you know. Stop drinking
because somebody... when there was a big donation, I usually, like, you know, Billy, Xylee, they swig for pigs or something. I wanted to do something exciting, and that was the only thing I could think of.
And we're gonna find something to do, but if someone donates and says jump off a cliff, are you gonna?
Really? I don't know. Do I get to have, like, a bungee?
No, you get nothing. They're just telling you to jump off a cliff. Sans parachute.
Fine, then I'm gonna wear a parachute. No, you can't say that.
Exactly. See?
Bitch. You can't take away my parachute before I even put it on, bro.
How much to rip the shirt? Oh man, I kind of like this shirt. This is one of my...
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that.
I don't know, man. I
don't know how I've gotten less annoying either. CDX thirsty? Thirsty?
I'm not thirsty.
I mean, he's got a water bottle next to him. Does that count?
Well, I mean...
We didn't say she couldn't wear wingsuit. Wingsuit! There you go. I'll get a jetpack.
No, you get no equipment. You get nothing.
You didn't say jetpack before we started. You didn't say jetpack, so I get a jetpack.
Jetpacks don't actually exist in the grand scheme of things either.
Well, they do, and yeah, well, nobody's going to donate to say that either, so...
They're not going to tell you to jump off a cliff in Glammyland, like, Glammy. They're going to tell you to jump off a cliff in real life.
Who would donate and say that? That's so weird. That wouldn't happen, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. You know? like,
unbelievable.
That's history.
This is my life. Look, hold on.
How geography works.
Listen. I know quote unquote jetpacks exist, right? I'm talking about I'm not talking about the water ones, right? I'm talking about the ones that I'm talking about rocket jetpacks.
Well, hey, whatever works. Water jetpack. If that exists, we'll use that then. Hey, I still get a jetpack. Jetpack wins a win.
It's 2 a.m. and I already have a headache. All right, well,
I don't see how.
I don't. You'll understand in time. Oh, Lord, you'll understand in time.
Oh, what's going on in the chat?
I should build a jetpack. I definitely don't have what I need to build an actual jetpack. So, I'd like to remind everybody of our goals that we started since yesterday. We're gonna spend the week playing a fun little game for $5. Because Glammy is enamored by AI. So we'll find a random video of maybe some sort of disaster or something, and we'll see if we can determine if it's AI or not. Go ahead.
You have to find videos so that, because I think I was cheating it. Because I picked the video.
Yeah, fine. I
didn't mean to be cheating, but like I've just found one and I was just like, oh, let's see this one, and
I could go looking for some. We've temporarily brought back the Wheel of Torture. Get a free spin for $10. See what you land on. $20 as always triggers our TTS system. And new here is that at the suggestion of a couple people in chat, we will host a karaoke night. But here's the kicker: we need to know that a number of you will be able to be there. So, in case you don't know how things work around here, a Cash Cow membership gets you access to our premium Discord, but it also gets you access to our voice channel. So, if we know you can't access the Tech Talk voice channel, then what's the point of having the karaoke night? So, member up to Cash Cow today, and if we get 20 of yous, we'll schedule a karaoke night. And here's the deal, too. If you get... I'm sorry, I keep itching my eyes. If you get a free membership, that is a $5 discount for a Cash Cow membership. So, look out for somebody to drop some free memberships, and and that'll get you a $5 discount if you'd like to upgrade to Cash Cow. Now let's play
to get you in the Discord. That's where being a Cash Cow can get you into the Discord.
Now let's talk about one other thing, and then maybe let's play a game and see how the game works.
Question.
42.
Question.
42.
No, not 42. Do you have
boxer
the wheel,
shorts.
or do you need me to? Or do you mean? Did you just say watch my shorts?
I said boxer shorts. You said question.
Boxer shorts?
Yeah, the answer to your question is boxer shorts.
That makes so much sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Do you have the wheel?
Where's Peter Ginsburg? The Gettysburg Address. The Butler did it. All right. What?
The Wheel of Torture. Do you have it, or do you need me to?
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. It's on the docket.
I just wanted to make sure. See, isn't it fun to act like that?
A little. I do. Oops. I do this stuff all the time.
No, not that. The 42. What?
I do that. I do that stuff all the time. Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it. I was actually just pulling up the document.
Let me wearing off on CD. I can see it. Yep.
No. I'm a little more like this in real life. I swear.
We writing on that disc.
What? What the frick? I don't know how to respond to that. Okay.
That's the point.
There's the wheel. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Hey, I asked you a question. You said 42. It was your turn.
I'm about to go wash my face. Like, this is obnoxious. I don't understand. It's the middle of summer. There shouldn't be any allergies left. Oh, is my cat sitting on my face? What happened?
Glammy, I want you to know you are the best on dolls, and I love seeing you more now. Definitely a big fan of you. Oh, thank you. I love you too. That's so sweet. Oh, that means so much to me. Thank you.
It's almost like
Glammy, are you still going? Going where? Where am I going?
Oh,
that's a good question.
Xylie's probably asking me about so all right, that's my fault. Xylie was asking me questions about where I'm staying. Xylie, I didn't word that properly. I had a hotel booked, and Glammy and her husband decided to camp on the grounds. So I canceled the room that I had. Yeah, Glammy.
Oh, absolutely, we're going. I can't wait.
Sorry,
I can't wait.
I had to answer quickly. That was my fault. That was my fault. Bad wording. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
No, I told her. I told her that you and your husband backed down in the hotel room. but I didn't word it correctly, so that was my fault.
No, we are so you're still going CD. Yeah,
we're
both
absolutely,
going.
Absolutely. I plan to be there. I just got to find a place to stay. That's all. I have a place in mind. I just got to rebook a new room. Okay. What was I trying to do? Oh, yeah. So what I was trying to do.
Wait, so Glammy, I have a great tech topic you could discuss with CD-Rom. Did you hear the disposable e-cigs like Geek Bar or Breeze are being banned in the UK and will be soon in North America too? Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so I feel like a lot of these bars are with the flavors. I found that the flavors really I'm allergic to them. So I can only I can only smoke the mint ones. I'm very allergic to the flavor. So I'm wondering if that might be not just a me issue. I've actually talked to somebody and they said the same thing, that they were allergic to it too.
You must have
so it might actually be a thing.
You probably have an allergy to artificial flavoring.
I mean, it's not in anything else though. Like I've had like, food where there's artificial flavoring in that and I'm fine. It just seems to be these. I don't know. But the mint ones are the only ones that I'm able to smoke without having issues. So I wonder if that's why they're partly being banned for. What was just a guess, but don't ban my Geek Bar. I hear you. I think it's silly to ban them too. I am too, Lemmy. It put me in the hospital. Hospital? Really? Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay though. What are Geek Bars? Geek Bars are vapes, so it's a kind of vape. It sort of looks like this. This is an Ox bar. I know you can't see it because of the green screen, but it's an Ox bar. This one's cool because on the side you can adjust the nicotine and the flavor. You can even turn the flavor off and put just the nicotine, or you can add more flavor than nicotine or more nicotine than flavor. I usually have it down low. I have it on the one bar. I think it goes up to 3. 3 of these last me about a month, and they're probably about, I want to say $25. So it's like 90-ish for 3, but it usually lasts me about a month. It's not bad. I think that it's better than a carton of cigarettes, but odd thing about me, I actually got stuck doing this when I was hanging with friends years ago. And when they first came out, I was hanging with friends and they started doing it. And I just kind of like, oh, let me try it. And then it tasted like candy. I was like, oh, this tastes like candy. And kind of got stuck that way by accident. So it was a whoopsie doodle on my part, but it happens.
All right. Okay. With that fantastic and totally engaging story out of the way.
What?
Sorry, I'm just busting your chain because I was
that have crazy
attention.
Flavors have some very unsafe chemicals to give it flavor. Yeah, I wondered about that too because I'm not sure if like sometimes they say that like vaping is better than cigarettes, but then other people say that vaping is worse. So I'm not sure. There's actually there's supposed to be more nicotine in this than there is in a cigarette. So technically it's supposed to be 10.
Yeah, there's more nicotine in a vape, but the nicotine isn't the stuff that kills you. It's just what makes it addicting.
Yeah, Pecan, I'm right there with you. I do not like the smell of cigarettes either. This is very, very good because of the fact that it smells like this one tastes like you just brushed your teeth, and it kind of smells like that too. It's not super duper like smoky. But yeah. I don't know what's in them because I know that like in cigarettes it's supposed to be all kinds of like rat poison and all these other different like nonsensical nonsense. I'm not exactly sure what's in this. Mr. Glammy gets nervous because he smokes cigarettes, but he gets nervous with me smoking these because we don't exactly know what's in them. So, yeah, there's that.
I don't know what's
Hate
in a
the smell of
cigarette
vape
either.
cigs. I can't wait. No, you do know what's in a cigarette because there have been studies done and they have it.
Yeah,
They know what's in them, but these are fairly new, so we don't exactly know exactly what's in this. So it makes him nervous.
Well, all that said, instead of spending your money on cigarettes and vapes, you really should instead spend your money on the Lil Cow Tech Talk store. You can find yourself an awesome new Tech Queen Glammy Throne t-shirt, or the CD-Rom What Tech Support t-shirt. These are great options for any time of day. The signature line is always great too. CD-Rom is Colonel Panic. This design is really funny. We worked for weeks on it. We're pretty happy with it. We should have a CD of this, we should have a shirt of this coming soon. And we'll even make it larger for full desktop size pads, or you can grab the neon circuit mouse pad if that's more your style. Or you could end up with the awesome premium hoodie just like mine. It's very plush, very premium. It feels nice. It keeps you warm. Okay, cool. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, a vape is better because it has a low temp and you don't have a bunch of ash. I hope so. And then Nusu says, until we have long-term health tests on vapes, who knows for sure. True. That's what Mr. Glammy is nervous about for me, is the not sure about the after effects later on down the line. But we like doing epic shit, so we're just going to ride the wave until we figure it out. I enjoy using my vape. I do too, not going to lie. Opening a Monster in the morning and then like smoking my vape is kind of mint peak, relaxations. For me, vapes are banned. And you know what? My state, because they're different in different states, my particular state bans the flavors. So, which when I first started, I had to go to this convenience store and ask them to see the menu. I've never done anything like that before, so it was kind of cool, kind of crazy, but I also felt kind of guilty too. It was kind of weird. So yeah, that happened. That was for a little while until I realized that I was allergic to them. Then I had to go to the mint ones. Those small ones that you get at the 7-Eleven and stuff like that. I went through too quickly, and it was a snapshot on whether they were okay or not. And then I ended up going to a smoke shop, started getting them there, and then when we went to Fat Camp, I found these, and I was like, this is where it's at. So this is an Ox bar. It's really, really good. I like it a lot.
But you don't know what's in them.
No, I mean, it's a disclaimer. I don't claim to give anybody any type of advice on anything.
We're not giving anybody health advice. No, of course not. But like, how long have you been using that? I don't know. Some years, maybe 4 years. Oh, all right. Well, I thought you were talking like it was a new vape you were using.
Well, since Fat Camp, when I went down there, I ran out of my vape, and there was a vape store. I mean, it was like a smoke shop. So I went in there and I found these, and that's when I found these. So since Fat Camp, I've been using these ones, and then I happened to find them in the smoke shop that I usually get mine at. So it was good.
So let's talk very briefly about what we're doing for the rest of this week. We're gonna do 2-hour shows for the rest of this week. At least that's my working plan. Maybe we'll do a longer one on Friday, just because it's F-it Friday. But today, you guys can probably still hear Glammy's voice is still a little shot. And we're gonna give
a little bit. It's getting better.
Yeah, healing, but we're gonna give her opportunities to rest it where she can because she's pulling double duty. She's been, I don't know if you noticed, she's been on Dow's. She's been rocking it on Dow's.
Thank you. I've been having so much fun. I've been having fun going from here to there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep doing it until I'm not allowed to anymore.
There's a very strong opportunity that strong chance that she will be moving full-time to Dow's when she gets settled there. Probably won't happen until after next week. But she's kind of pulling 2 shows right now, and
I'm going to be doing 2 shows until I'm not allowed to anymore.
Trust me, that's not sustainable in the long run. So it
will be when I play.
Well, like I said, it's not like I'm trying to get rid of you. I observe things and I watch and I see how you're doing on Dow's, and I feel strongly that you're going to move to Dow's, and it's going to happen soon. So
why can't I do both? I'm having fun.
Well, I mean,
like I said, I'm going to keep doing it until I'm not allowed to anymore.
You can until we get somewhere. How are we doing a Friday stream if it's KEEMSTAR's party? Because it's still in the morning. We're going to leave after the show. So we'll still be doing the show on Friday at like 2 a.m. And then when the show's done, we'll leave in the middle of the day. I also have to do a shift on Thursday. So, but what we're gonna do is Glammy's. We're working. So aside from my shift, Glammy's gonna actually come down. Come to my neck of the woods tomorrow. After like my shift and all that. Well, after our shows and stuff, she's gonna head out my direction, and then Friday, pack your stuff. Make sure you pack your stuff, because what I think we should plan to do on Friday is the makeup stream.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll set up a camera in my living room, and then we can do like the makeup stream.
Cool.
And that'll be our thing for Friday, and that'll go however long it does, and then whatever we get whatever sleep, because Keem's place is only like 2 hours and some change out, so I'm not worried about it. So whenever we leave, we leave.
I don't know.
So Shaggy, Tech Talk is currently at 2 a.m. because the entire schedule at 6 p.m. got moved up 2 hours. So there's
but now you guys are awake to see us. So that's good.
There's no live. There's no live this week. Queens is now at 6, and then followed by Rewind at 8, Aussie at 10. Test at midnight, and now Tech Talk at 2. But we're not going to.
Yes. Sorry.
What we're not going to do is pull a 6-hour shift to close the gap. We're just not gonna. Sorry, you're not interested in seeing 6 hours of Tech Talk. We just know you're not, especially because doing a 4-hour show is tricky. It's very easy to burn out, kind of like within 4 hours. So that's why we're just kind of not gonna this week. But we'll have fun with you with the hours that we have. What? Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
No, you're doing great.
All right. Did you figure out the plan past Friday? Not quite, but I'll figure it out. That's that.
Oh, well, thank you, Z-Hod. That was so sweet for you to try.
All right. So, who would like to play a game?
Oh, I like games.
I'd like to see how this works. Okay. For all my gray friends, all of my gray friends, if you would like
that is not what I thought you said.
all of my gray friends in the chat, if you would like a free membership, spam W's in the chat. Let's see the W's. One at a time, y'all. Go. Give it a second.
Do that thing. Do that thing. Let's play Jack in the Box with viewers. I do. We
can schedule that. We can talk about that. Not nearly enough W's. Come on. Go.
I like the box.
Getting faster. Come on. Come on. You guys can type faster than that. There's 170 of you in here. Come on.
Yay! That is so many W's. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Keep it going. All right. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna point to my monitor. All right. Ready and.
Only span so fast.
Oh my. All right. Well, that was a bad idea.
What did you hit?
Well, I just hit a number of things, but. All right. Zodal. All right.
Zodal?
All right. We have a winner. It's Zodal. All right. Everyone chill. Everyone stop. Okay.
What the hell's a Zodal?
All right. So Zodal's
Squirtle is.
Zodal is our contestant today. So everyone chill. Everyone stop. We have a winner. All right. So here's how this is gonna work. That's
how I do it too.
We're gonna play Gift That Membership. So Zodal is the winner today. So I want to see all you guys drop some memberships, and the person who ends up gifting a membership to Zodal will get a $20 item from our store. I will pay for it out of pocket.
Thank you.
Ooh, welcome to Cash Cow.
Lenny Cunt. Welcome to Cash Cow.
Thank you for saying it. I didn't want to say it. That's 19 more, and we'll do karaoke.
What, cunt?
Yeah.
I got you.
All right. So whoever. Wait, you got timed? Oh, okay. I don't know why I got
Whoever
timed out.
timed
Sorry
them
about
out.
that. All right.
Well, maybe they put them. I think they put you back though.
All right.
You're good.
So the whoever wins, I'm gonna repeat myself. Whoever ends up gifting a membership to Zodal will win either. I think we only have 2 items there. Yeah, you'll win a complimentary Neon Circuit mousepad or a Colonel Panic mousepad. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I will leave the choice up to you, and then I'll talk to Baja, and we'll get the logistics figured out. And do you want to?
So cool, Steve. That's a wicked good idea.
Yeah. Do you want to split that, or do you want me to pay for it? It's up to you.
We can split it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Paid for by us. Oh, it's pronounced hodl? Z-hodl? What is it? Z-hodl?
Aw, I like that.
Or Z-hodl?
Hold on for Jellyfin. Give us a Nintendo Switch 2 instead.
Look, I don't have a second Switch 2, and I don't have KEEMSTAR money, all right? So
Z-hodl, thank you.
All right, so
You're awesome.
That's our game. So you guys
game.
Drop the memberships. Let's see Z-hodl get a membership, and if he does, then the person who gifts it will get an item from the store. So actually, let's talk briefly about how everyone's doing this month so far. So rewind. Unsurprising is off to a pretty hot start. Dolls is doing great right now. Unsurprisingly, Tech Talk isn't doing the best. I mean, I kind of expected that. We are doing decently well on memberships though. We're number 5 on gifted memberships. I would love to see that trend continue. So if you guys believe in us, we need your help to kind of climb the ranks this month because we spent 2 months at the bottom. Now, I'm not really that bothered.
I believe in us.
Yeah, I believe in us too. I'm not all that bothered because we're the newest show. We're still trying to find our footing. But the power of a really strong and believing community can really kind of can sway the tide, right? So
oh, the heart shapes are so sweet.
So we got our goals on screen, and that's what we're running with right now. And we're gonna think of new stuff that we can continue to do, and new ways that we can have you guys super chat. Look, we need your help. We need your guys' help on a number of things. We still need some people to talk to us about coding Glammy GPT because we can't do it ourselves. I just don't know how. And
slipaholic.
And secondly, when Gino is coding a bunch of things for us, but we're waiting on her, and I think she's in the middle of something right now, life altering. So it's going to be a little bit. But if you believe in us. Our goals are on the screen. Run those goals, and we can climb the ranks this month and have absolutely nobody to thank but you. So let's see if we can make it happen. I'd be more motivated if Officer CD was here. Well, okay, we can't do Officer CD every day. Sorry, it's gonna lose its luster if he's here every day. So
I don't know. People seem to like him.
All right. Well, $100 and he'll come back for today. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Let's invite Keem. Let's invite Keem where? Oh, what's this? What you got?
Samsung plans health hub to connect doctors with patients.
Ooh, I think I heard about this. So this isn't an awful idea. So Samsung is also already doing like a they already do health applications that kind of like personally track your health, but like this sounds like this is something that would interface directly with your doctor. So what do you feel about that?
I feel like there's a way to make it not so secure. You know, I feel like it would be too easy to get into or too easy to leak or too easy to have some sort of like your information out there. I don't trust it basically, but I'm older, so there's that.
So scroll down a little bit because I want to know
Where are we scrolling?
Let's see. To learn a lot of health and fitness. I want to know about the personalized insights.
Okay.
So, new health features powered by Galaxy AI, long-term better results, optimal sleep routines,
Galaxy AI.
vascular load. While there are no
Sounds so
details
spacey.
how the device fits in the broader strategy platform. So, see, this isn't telling me anything about how it would interface with a portal. Oh, here we go. Hold on. This might be it. Cato Singer noted that the hub can empower patients with the information they need to conduct their own research, allowing them to make more informed decisions about how they wish to manage their health care. Paternalists might fear that by empowering patients with more information, they may decide not to follow their provider's recommendations and instead choose a different course. Yeah, that's always the curse of having information. Each country has a different healthcare system. Finding a solution that works for all doctors across all countries is extremely difficult.
Book your medical records.
Yeah, so this is... So, I don't think this is an awful idea, but it comes with challenges.
What's your biggest challenge that you think?
Well,
Neon Blue, the reason we're streaming early is there's no main show until later, so until the 6th, I believe. So right now, everybody's kind of mushing forward a little bit, except Cafe is still at 8. So that's why everything is earlier.
Yep.
It's cool, because then you guys can see us where you couldn't, because usually we're later. Okay, go.
Yeah, so the first challenge that exists is that they have to figure this out across every healthcare system in the world, and the second is that if somebody's not careful, it could lead to medical
leakage.
Records.
I told you
it could lead to a medical record leak. So here's the thing about phones: is that phones are less optimal to crack and hack than PCs are. The market share for viruses and malware isn't as large on mobile phones, but it's not to say that it won't grow. So,
growing out of shower.
So, I don't know. It could become a problem. Are you guys going extra long today, or is there 2 hours of dead air? Not today, because we're for a number of reasons. We're gonna give Glammy an opportunity to continue to rest her voice because she still has laryngitis. It's healing, but it's still kind of messing with her, and she's gonna pull.
Had an apple cider vinegar mishap.
Yeah, she's got to pull a second
shouldn't
show
have drank
today,
it
too.
straight. I didn't know. I thought CD was just being a baby about it. I didn't know it was a real thing.
We're gonna plan to we might do a 4-hour show on Friday, depending on how things are going. But we also have to travel on Friday, and I would like to make sure I'm sufficiently rested. So
I just lost my voice because I drank apple cider vinegar straight, and I didn't know it was going to burn my vocal cords.
Yeah. So she's her voice was much worse yesterday. It's getting better, but I can still kind of hear it. Call in and do an 8-hour show? No. Absolutely not.
Nikes.
I have to believe me, I used to do long shows too. When I was doing Radio Sega, I had a episode of my podcast that went for 4 hours. That was a nightmare. I'd rather not do that again. That was a lesson I learned very quickly. So don't want to do that again. No, thank you. It was the Sonic CD episode. If anyone wants to go looking for it. Anyway,
gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, now this one is really interesting as a
what you got?
Story. Let me show you. Okay, so some fans think Ready or Not Dev, which I think is development.
Yes.
Yeah. Went back on its word. Now, basically, this is a video game that's on Steam that is considered to be like a SWAT-y game. It's very realistic, has some realistic conversations. I've heard there's even nudity involved. There is some very realistic tactical shootalations. They have gone to, I think they even had one of them that was a YouTuber that got called, they got swatted, and then they ended up going to their house. This is in the game, by the way. And you go into the YouTuber's house, and they end up doing some, like, you check their computer, and they have some very unsavory situations on said computer. There is accidental whackings that could happen. They try really hard to make it as close to realism as can be. Now, the thing with this entire thing is they are trying to make this go like cross-platform. Now, their biggest thing was that they said that they would never be censored. They never wanted to censor their content. They never wanted to censor their conversation. However, in order to make it cross-platform, they have to censor it because Xbox, PlayStation, all those things would never agree to having those type of contental conversations allowed. So
that's
people
where things
are very upset.
Right. So that's where things become challenging, right? Because you have to behave to the standards of the platform in order to be properly platformed. Now, if you're self-publishing, that changes a few things. You could always release the game yourself on your own website, but you know, you won't get nearly as much of a but what the developer has to decide at that stage is whether or not the eyeballs that the digital storefront will bring to your game are worth it or not. They would absolutely sell more copies if they were on Steam or Epic. Well, Steam being the most optimal one.
They want to go cross-platform to Xbox, PlayStation, but you can't.
Right.
But the whole thing is they promised that they would not change their conversation. They would not make it so that they were censored. But now they're gonna end up having to censor themselves if they get cross-platformed.
Which platform specifically is telling them that they have to tone down the content? Is it Xbox? Is it Sony? Or is it all of them?
I think it's both of them, because you can't have those conversations on Xbox or PlayStation.
Powerage, thank you for the $5. Appreciate you.
Because this isn't like Baldur's Gate 3, where you go in and you can have those nudity, like, you know, bounce chicka wow wow scenes. This is more of like, we're at a nightclub and the bullets are flying kind of conversation. But it's very, very realistic, with very realistic topics and things. PlayStation has more stuff like that than Xbox. Hi, Dark Jethro. Yeah, but it's not so heavy on these conversations that to go deep dive into the realism like this one does. So the bottom line is they promised they would never censor themselves, but yet in order to cross-platform, they have no choice. So people are very, very upset because now they're going back on the word. Thank you so much, Powerage 1986. Today's update to the dictionary of glammy words, we now add shootastical and shootification. Thank you, Powerage. Yes, exactly. Half the Nintendo store is just hentai games. Ooh,
well, in the Japan store, yeah. I put a memory card on my Steam Deck. How do I make sure the game downloads to the card, or will it do it by itself? So I haven't tried that for myself, but the Steam Deck I feel like should have, it should have some sort of option for manually setting your download directory. An option like that would be in settings. So the settings, you'd want to be looking for storage. Maybe I'll go look for myself at some point, because that's a good question. Otherwise, it would probably be downloading to the internal memory. Sorry, go ahead.
So that's okay. So Wendigoon ended up coming up with this, started the I think they had a video on their channel about the conversation. And they said that it was the most disturbing that they've ever seen. So the content is very crazy and very, very adult. So I guess the conversation would be, should they censor it? Should they go cross-platform? And should there even be games out there that are like that? Go, CD.
Sorry,
I ordered 200.
God bless it. Why do I keep doing this in Edge?
My ear holes.
I was looking for something else. What did you say?
Wendigoon is my favorite YouTuber. Really? That's awesome. When are you guys going to invite Linus Tech Tips? Linus. I like Linus. He's always looking for a great pumpkin.
I would love to work with Linus, but I mean,
Me too. He's adorable.
We are very small potatoes compared to him, so I don't know if that's going to happen. He really has no reason to agree to our show, so I don't think that will ever happen. So let's see.
Why not?
Because...
I mean, I always liked him better than Charlie Brown.
We're not talking about that Linus. We're talking about Linus from Linus Tech Tips. The YouTube channel.
Oh. Ah. Linus would be fire on here. Yeah. No, I thought, why not? Why not? How do we get a hold of him?
I'd probably have to...
Is there a Twitter situation?
I'd probably have to message his business email or something. I'm not saying I couldn't get in touch with him. I'm saying that, like, I don't think it's worth it to try to book him right now. I'd like us to kind of get a bigger following before we look into having a guest on our show, because, like, we want the eyes, right? The
Whoa.
We want the eyeballs on our show.
This guy found a stingray on the street. Look at that.
I was...
Dude found a stingray on the street.
That's you good into China, man.
Stingray on the street, and he sent it to a Chinese restaurant. That's crazy. I don't want it to get any, like, uncensory. But that's crazy. Can you imagine? Whoa.
Did I enjoy the convention? Yeah, I did. Nickel City Comic-Con was a lot of fun. Nobody really came up to say hi to me, but that's fine. I kind of expected that. But yeah, it was a great time. I'm going to be looking forward to my next show, whenever that's going to be. It might be Retro Game Con, so we'll see. Invite the fake KEEMSTAR from Meta PCs.
Oh, is that
Didn't know there was a fake KEEMSTAR in Meta PCs. I'm not keeping up with a lot of stuff.
Not exactly a fake KEEMSTAR. I think he just kind of looks a little bit like like Lord Vort. He's a nice person, though. He was there. I met him at Fat Camp. He was really nice.
Oh, okay.
But I can't remember his name. The Fort? Whoa.
Trying to find a...
Yeah, what are you trying to find? What are you doing?
I'm trying to find some sort of... Well, we got $5, so I'm trying to find a video of either something that's AI made or something that's not. Yeah, but everything is tagged as if it's... Oh, man. All right, hold on.
Holding.
I mean, keep amping.
Okay, so we're gonna go into tech history with Glammy.
Oh, you're gonna run tech history today?
You know what? I'm vamping. Leave me alone.
Okay.
I'm trying.
All right, let's see how you do.
You know how I'm gonna do.
Do I?
Sure. Okay. Artificial... Ooh, that's probably not the greatest of subjects. I had written down all kinds of different things for the show, too. Okay. San Francisco tech company once worth $425 million goes bankrupt, I think. Bankrupt, yeah. Look at this. Okay, San Francisco tech company once worth $425 million goes bankrupt. Dun, dun, dun. It went bankrupt because it spent too much money and didn't pay attention to where it went. They had so much cryptocurrency that they put it into their NFFs and they sold it to Taco Bell when they shouldn't have.
What the freak?
Then they ended up having assets along $2.8 million in debt because they couldn't afford the lettuce.
Clinton, and what are you talking about?
So they lost it all.
What is the name of the company? What company went bankrupt?
What company? Whatever this is.
What is it? What's the article say?
San Francisco headquarters, Marin Software.
Marin Software, okay.
Yeah, so they ended up having diarrhea of the ass, and they lost all of their millions because they didn't think before they ate the chalupa. That's it.
Okay.
Yes, the lettuce.
All right. That was your Glammy News Minute for the day. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can full screen this.
Overflow. That's his name. Thank you. He can't have the same issue I did. I couldn't remember his name, but yes, that's the person who looks like KEEMSTAR.
All right, so here we go.
But he was very nice. He was very, very nice.
All right, Glammy. Is this AI?
Whoa. I would turn the sound off.
Yep.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's definitely AI, because I don't think... Well, okay. Yeah, that's definitely AI.
All right. Yep, correct. Ding, ding. That was AI, Art of Natural Disasters. You win.
I mean, there's
round.
no freaking way. No freaking way.
All right. Maybe I started you off easy.
Yeah, you did. That was no freaking way. The homeboy was standing right in the middle of the ocean as, like, the waves on the shore, no less.
All right, I played it for too long. Sue me.
And they like come up behind him on the shore. And I'm pretty sure colors like that don't exist in the quite like that.
All right, all
Maybe.
right.
I don't know. That was obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't
we
be
gotta
fooled
get
by
Angry
that
Joe
one.
up in here. Why would we get Angry Joe in the stream?
Why is he angry?
It's just his personality. I don't know. Does anybody else like do besides live do guests in the LCU?
Why not? Why not? We do whatever we want. We're adults.
We could but getting any guest at our time slot is going to be really difficult. Let's focus on. We should focus on getting moved first, but I still need to get promoted at work for that to happen.
CD, we are innovative. You are a CD. You're not a tape.
Do I have Google
You're
Gemini?
more innovative.
I think everybody has Google Gemini, don't they? I thought Google Gemini was free.
No one is pulled like left. Yeah, well, why not? We could figure it out. Try to figure something out. Why not?
All right, so...
Let's
do... Let me actually pull up some Today in Tech History.
Do you have Today in Tech History?
Mm-hmm. It's easy to find.
Look at this.
Oh, what you got?
Look at this. This tech billionaire says he has fathered more than 100 children.
Sure he has. Why, though?
With this goat.
He's the founder of Telegram and what else?
Why does he not look real? He's the father of a bunch of things with this goat. Look at how happy he is with this goat.
Pavel Duval fathered more than 100 children. Oh, he donated sperm. Okay, so he's a sperm donor, and people have...
With the goat! I want him to have children with the goat.
Glammy, stop it.
Because it's funny.
Stop it. It's not funny. It's gross.
Well, it is gross, but that's why it's funny, because it's gross. Well, look, and he's got the prune look.
He addressed criminal charges. What? Excuse me. Failing to properly moderate after... Oh, okay. So he was facing criminal charges in France for
He's creepy, yeah.
Well, because he wasn't moderating Telegram, but that's kind of like besides the point of Telegram. Telegram is
what does that have to do with the sperm donor?
I don't know. It's just it's an article about him. So he hasn't really he hasn't like slept with like 100 chicks or anything. He's been donating sperm to a sperm bank, and I
tell yourself that so you don't feel bad, CD.
Well, look, it ain't my life. I don't care what he does. As long as you're not stupid, because
the relief that came over him, because like, no, it's not like he slept with 100 chicks or anything. I feel better.
See how I know that Elon Musk has a number of kids. I don't look. I don't endorse everything the guy does. Okay, I get it. But I don't know. He what was it? Where was I? I don't remember what I was thinking about.
Well, you should be a sperm donor for the memes. What? For the memes. I'm sorry, but if a man tells you I slept with 100 people, I would be grossed out. Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah,
for
exactly. Sure. Exactly. There needs to be more people like you in this world. Because I watched, do you remember Baggage? The dating game show Baggage?
The dating show Baggage. No.
Yeah, I don't know if it had a very...
Was it heavy?
I don't know if it had a very long run. There was a dating show called Baggage that was run by that was hosted by Jerry Springer, and
Well.
the whole idea is the whole idea was that everybody like has like a certain level of baggage. Like every contestant has quirks, and like you have to.
Well,
and they had like good looking people on the show, but like the people that got matched would have to learn to accept other people's quirks. And like everybody comes with like all the contestants, like the panelists come with like 3 pieces of baggage. Like they get progressively worse as the show goes on. And yeah, the first episode I saw, like there was a guy on panel, like it was one chick that was like competing for 3 different guys, right? Or 3. I'm sorry,
3.
I got that backwards. There were 3 different guys that were competing for one woman. Like the woman was the contestant on the show that day, and the guy that she chose, his biggest piece of baggage was I slept with 387 different women. And she chose that guy. I'm like, what is the matter with you? Like do you not value yourself that much? Like,
oh God!
I'm like, lady, you're an idiot. Like, what are you doing?
I find it so funny that you actually like trash TV. I would not imagine that of you.
I like a little bit of it. I don't really have the time for it, but.
Celia says there should be a cap on sperm donations. You don't want people having too many siblings. They just don't know our siblings. Yes, I agree 100%. Slipaholic says, I knew some folks that were on Jerry Springer. They got paid to stage an argument. That's funny you say that because
probably sounds right. Yeah.
That later on down the line, it came out that a lot of those were staged, and I think that's so fucking funny.
Suavecito, why would I call ICE on an American citizen? What? Why?
Huh?
Are you just trying to stir the pot? Why would I do that?
Huh?
Just trying to say it's like if Beans rejects you, would you call ICE on her? It's like, no, I'm not that petty. I'm self-destructive. I'm not petty.
Anyway, okay, that's a good question.
Well, okay, Shifty, you didn't have to delete that, but all right, it's okay.
Yeah, no, that's a creepy question. I don't like that. That's not okay. Who said that? Didn't I murder someone over the Jerry Springer? Oh, I don't know. Did that really happen? I mean, it's plausible. That kind of sounds familiar. Did that happen? Let's see.
I don't know. Did it?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. It kind of sounds familiar, actually.
I'm kind of bummed that nobody wants some free merch from the merch store. Well, I wouldn't. It's not exactly free. I'm surprised nobody wants to win something from our merch store today. Remember, guys, whoever gives a member to Z-Huddle will win an item from our store.
Yes, someone was axed out on the Jerry Springer show. A man named Ralph Panitz was convicted of taking out his ex-wife Nancy Campbell just a few months after they appeared on the show.
Why?
Wow. As far as when they're going on the show, it was shocking to say the least. He says in the doc, I was pretty surprised when she told me about going on the show. She didn't have her pictures taken much. She always had to hide her face or hide behind something. So to see her up there on the stage just looked like a deer caught in the headlights. Like, what is going on here? Unlike many guests on the show, didn't engage in any yelling nor physical attack on air. On the contrary, she walked off stage when she realized she was being ambushed. I just wish I could go back and say, don't do it. Nancy Campbell was, shortly after her episode in which was confronted by her ex and his new wife, Eleanor. According to her son, who was interviewed for Netflix Fights Camera Action, Campbell thought she was being brought onto the show to reunite with her ex, who was from Germany. Wow.
Huh.
He axed her out. That actually happened.
Apparently, Pecan says apparently the day the episode aired is the same day he killed her. That sucks.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Like, oof, brother, oof.
Wow. It doesn't tell me why. Who calls out producers of allegedly manipulating his mom? It doesn't exactly say why. Knockout fights. Wonder if it was just like a like she cheated or something, saying that she
I don't know. I didn't
Wow.
want us to.
That's crazy. I'm
didn't-
sorry. That was another rabbit hole I just totally got sucked into.
Oh, hey, topical.
Topical what?
No,
Topical cream?
Well, no, because of the thumbnail and the title of the
Yeah,
episode.
well, that's why. Okay, so that was what it was too, because 3 creepy rabbit holes you can go down on the internet. This is what I found.
Oh yeah, what did you find?
People do weird shit. Yes, I agree. Yeah, the guy from Jerry Jones was Jerry Springer was the secret. He got. Oh, yeah. Did he like find out that he was like? I think I remember that, but now I'm creating that created false memories. I don't know. Something about that makes sense. Spelunking gone wrong. Reading about John Jones, the spelunker who got stuck upside down in a narrow cervic at Nutty Putty Cave in 2009. Sure. Scared the hell out of me. Rescuers got to his feet, talked to him for hours, but just couldn't get him out. Ultimately, the cave was sealed with his...
What? Why?
Yeah, that seems so wrong. Wouldn't you find different ways? Like, what about the jaws of life? There had to have been other avenues. Why did you just leave him there? That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real. I think that's... See, I think... I'm not trying to be Mr. Fun Stealer. I have a feeling that a bunch of these are wrong, but they could be fun to research. They sealed it to make his tomb. Well, yeah, I mean...
Well, ultimately, they became one.
Right, ultimately, it's where he's died. Oh, and keep dumb people from exploring? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but does he have to, like, take a life to make the example of? I mean, that's craziness.
The family
Let me
was
look
for
up
it.
Jenny Jones. Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. I'll look that up. Yeah. I heard of that.
All right,
okay.
I guess we'll
Hang
return.
on a second.
I guess we'll return to the programming in a minute.
What was it on? Jenny. Oh, right. Okay. I heard of that. She was a talk show host, yeah? Talk show host. Yeah. Okay. On March 9th, 1995, Jonathan Schmidt axed out and destroyed Scott Emitter after they went on the Jenny Jones, and Emitter confessed he had a crush on him. Oh, the murder of Scott occurred on March at his mobile home in Lake Oregon. The 32-year-old was axed out by 24-year-old Jonathan Schmidt 3 days after the men appeared as guests for the taping of an episode of the tabloid talk show, The Jenny Jones Show. Oh, wow. Is this the one where he ended up being, like, on the other side of the rainbow and he didn't know, and then they, like, were together, and then he told them so, and then he was just like, okay, you're donezo? That kind of thing? Was drinking together the night after taping and allegedly had encounters of the sexual kind. According to the testimony at the murder trial, 3 days after the taping, left a suggestive note at the guy's house after finding the note, withdrew money from a bank, purchased a pew-pew, and then went to the mobile home. Then asked if he was the one that left the note. According to the court document, responded with a smile. Then returned to his car, got his pew-pew, and returned to the trailer. He then axed out twice in the chest. No more person. Left the residence, telephoned, and confessed to snapping them to bits. Wow.
Huh.
Dang, that's crazy. CD seemed annoyed by her, but I could see that might be obvious, not an amazing personality match. Ultra would be a good option to mix things up.
Well,
no, that's not true.
Well, I'm not... Okay, to put this out into the ether, because I'm pretty sure I've said this out loud already. Truthfully, I'm not interested in working with Ultra. I'm kind of too nervous to work with the guy. I think he's a massive liability. So thanks, but I'm not really interested in working with him in the future. I think Test would be a better place for him. but that's also partly Nightmare's call and mostly Keem's call. So whatever happens for that happens. But I'm not particularly interested in working with Ultra. And working with Glammy is part of the dynamic. Of course, I get annoyed with some of the stuff she does. That's part of the charm.
Yeah, I like working with you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I derailed because that was interesting.
No, it's fine. So let's see. See, this is giving me information that's a day old. I already knew that the Sony Walkman makes music portable. I said this yesterday. Let me find a different section of computer history.
A different section?
Well, a different.
Okay.
I just need to find something that tells me what's happening today. That's the blog I was already reading.
Losing limbs on purpose. Blogs by people who are obsessed with losing limbs and are having them replaced with hooks, etc.
Why?
Some went through with accidents where they mashed their hands beyond repair in order to achieve their goal. That's craziness. Oh my gosh. You can have a spin that wheel of torture. Speaking of which, for what was it?
$10.
$10 for the spin of that wheel for the torture.
$10 super chat specifically. All right, so today in history, not a whole lot of points, but here's a couple. Bram Cohen introduces BitTorrent on a public message board. So if any of you have ever used BitTorrent before or still use BitTorrent today, it was introduced 24 years ago today. So happy birthday, BitTorrenting. BitTorrenting is great for stuff that's public. Depending on how many people are trying to download something, it's a great way to download something that's legal. I think Linux uses BitTorrent for downloads as opposed to direct downloads. So there's a number of things that you can BitTorrent legally that are great. So it's basically just a new way to share files. So, well, it was a new way to share files. Either way, it was founded 24 years ago today, and that's awesome. Linspire was acquired by Xandros Inc. 17 years ago today in 2008. And 13 years ago in July 2012, Gaikai was acquired by Sony Entertainment. The service would later become PlayStation Now. So the precursor to PlayStation Now got acquired by Sony 13 years ago today. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for you today.
Nice. That sounds cool. How do you feel about it?
About what? PlayStation Now?
Yeah. Do you have the PlayStation 5?
Yeah, I have a PS5. I
like it.
See, I don't remember if yeah, I do have too many tabs open. I don't remember.
There's a lot open too.
I don't remember if PlayStation Now ever got off the ground. Hang on. I don't remember that sticking around for very long.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure PlayStation Now was discontinued a while ago. Hold on. It requires recurring monthly fee, a week-long free trial. Hold on, what does it do?
I know what a PS Now is. It's the PlayStation 5. That's the one that's out now.
What is...
See? Thank you, Nusu. Welcome to Band World.
Welcome to Band World, Nusu. Thank you very much.
Do you have that on account?
No, not general memberships, no. We have... Alright, hold on. So PS Now, standalone video game subscription service, offered cloud gaming for PS2, 3, and 4 games that could be played on 4, 5, and Windows computers. It launched in 2014. I know that. Oh, okay. Alright, that's what I thought. Okay, so PS Now merged into PlayStation Plus. So it's not really around anymore in the same way that it was. They merged the services under the Plus banner. So that makes sense. Oh, okay, right. I remember now. So Plus was the... Okay. So here... They had two different services. They had Now and they had Plus, right? So PS Now was cloud streaming. It was PlayStation's answer to basically Microsoft xCloud. It was if you have a PlayStation, you can stream this game. You don't have to install it. And then they also... So
that was like the Xbox Pass?
No. It's not Game Pass. It's different.
Oh.
Well, it's hard to say.
Because it sounded very passy.
I forgot. No, see, I kind of forgot about PS Now because they launched PlayStation Now around the same time that everybody was trying to launch cloud streaming, and cloud streaming was just not ready. Like, OnLive failed, Stadia failed, NVIDIA
Was it glitchy?
Well, it depends on it's reliant on a good internet connection, and you can have all the bandwidth in the world, but internet connections are still widely unreliable. How
unreliable are they?
Not reliable enough to make a cloud gaming service worth it. They're getting better, but they're just
womp womp.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I just didn't have a funny answer for you.
They're so unreliable that they fall over.
And then yeah, they're sheep. There's
like
there's also
laughing goats.
they're cows. So anyway, there's
because you get good tips, you know. Tip them over.
All right, I can't keep doing this. And there's also PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus was the answer to Game Pass. That was the subscription service that's like, here, you can have access to, well, it is now. PlayStation, they merged the cloud gaming service, which was PS Now, into PS Plus. So
was that now?
Yeah, yes, it is. It's happening now. They merged. It's
happening now?
It already happened. It is now. PS Now.
It would be then and not now.
Stop it! We're not doing Spaceballs. PS Now exists in PS Plus. Damn it, woman!
You caught on too quickly.
No, I know the bit. I used to be able to recite that bit. Like, stop it. God, woman.
You just caught on too quick.
What the hell am I looking at? When's this happen in the movie? It's like, now, if you're watching now, sir, everything that's happening now is happening right now. What happened to then? We passed it. When? Just now. Go back to then. I can't. Why? We missed it. It happened just now. Like, go back to then. When? Now. Now? Now. I can't. Why? We missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon.
Thank you for the 5. PS Now crap Game Pass is almost $30 a month. Just buy a gaming PC and join the master race.
That's not true. Game Pass by itself is $10, and
it depends on which one you get. So like, yeah, Game
Pass Ultimate is $20.
You get the 12 months. You get like for like $100 or something. You get 12 months out of it, which I think actually works out to be the best value for the buck.
What for Game Pass?
On the Xbox?
Because I don't think they.
For the PlayStation, there is a 12-month one. There's 3 months, there's 1 month, and they're all different tiers. So I've bounced between 3 months and 1 month, depending on like where I'm at geographically.
Yeah, Xbox got rid of their yearly subscription a while ago, which I'm not happy about. Sony's still doing it, which I'll give them credit for, but it's expensive.
I can't wait for Spaceballs 2 to come out too. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think
they need to move quickly on it because freaking Mel Brooks is gonna keel over any day.
Oh gosh, Jesus! You're preying on his downfall.
No, but like the dude's ancient. He's like.
He's not ancient. He's just a little bit, askewed. He's a little bit on the,
Glammy,
side
the dude's 99 years old, Glammy. He's like gonna die any day.
Oh. Well, maybe he already filmed his parts.
I hope so. He's literally 99.
Damn, CD. We've had people that live for 104, so I think that's was it 104?
I mean, I'll give him this. For 99, he looks really healthy, but like they need to move quickly.
Well, he already did his parts. They just wheeled him in, gave him a little oxygen.
I don't know what they got done because they said it's going to be another 2 years, didn't they?
I don't know. I can look that up in a minute. Jean Calumet, the world's oldest verified person, lived to the age of 122. There you go.
Okay, well, very few people live to be that old. So
look, it even looks like the woman smoked. and she was fine.
I mean, Betty White looked really healthy, and she died before 100. Just before
Okay,
100,
well,
didn't she?
Betty White was amazing. That woman was an angel.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Okay, what was the other question?
Should have seen her when she was on Raw. I don't know. Did we have a question? I'm just chilling.
On Raw?
What? Yeah, WWE.
Raw, you think? Betty White was on Raw?
She was a guest on Raw, yeah. It was really
Did she
fun.
battle anyone?
No, but she did some backstage antics with a couple of the wrestlers. It was kind of funny.
Did she come out with her handbag and be like, pow, pow, pow?
No, she's a sweet old lady.
Like, well, I mean, I'm a sweet old lady too, but I could smack a hoe with a purse if I get into trouble.
You're from the Smackahoe tribe. We found out
we
your
have
name.
We have free trial passes.
Listen.
We have free trial passes. What I mean, we'll give you a free purse whacking.
Everybody who's got anger issues is a little Native American.
That was my question.
From the Slapahoe tribe.
We have free trial passes. Everybody gets a free whack.
My black friends keep trying to get on me. They're like, you have one N-word pass, right? I'm like, that's great, dude. I'm not gonna use it. it's like I'm giving you it's like CD. I'm giving you permission. I'm like, that's wonderful. I'm still not using it. I know better. It's like they keep trying to get me in trouble.
Oh, I would show this, but I heard that if you show any type of snippets of the we or the with they don't like it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Anything from WWE, they copyright it, even if you do like a snippet.
Oh, really?
So you can't play anything WWE.
Mm.
But yeah, she's definitely on the Raw.
I told you.
Thank God she's got clothes on though.
She wasn't there wrestling. She was just
it's a nice little green sweatshirt.
Yeah, she was just a guest. Yeah, the Big Show walked her out. It was really nice.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Look at this. She's all talking shit while over tea.
Oh, you're at the section where she was hanging with the New Age Outlaws. Yeah, she played a laxative joke on B.A. Billy Gunn. Yeah.
Oh well, probably didn't see that coming out of his shooter.
I did later.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Next question. Yeah, no. I won't play it.
All right, close. Hold on. Let me close all these. Done with that.
Because that's what I heard. That if you show any type of snippet, like a little tiny
snippet. Snip it.
Sniff it.
No, it's not sniff it.
If you inhale, you sniff it.
No, Glammy, this is a sniff it.
What? What's a sniff it?
Son of a bitch. Why? Why? Come on.
I've got a guy boxing
I've been
on my
disconnected.
channel.
That's great.
I got a guy box. Oh,
this is a sniff it.
That's like a Shy Guy cousin.
Yeah, it's a sniff it.
Sniff, exactly. Sniff.
So stop calling it a sniff it. That's a sniff it. So the little Shy Guys that shoot cannonballs.
Hey, if the nostril holes fit, you are right, Clammy. WWE will flag it like crazy. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, go ahead, CD.
Go ahead. What? You keep saying go ahead like I've got something ready.
You're supposed to.
Well, I mean, I've got a couple of articles.
All right. See, Jesus, what the hell?
All right. Well, let's see. All right, I can move forward with some stuff. So, latest headlines and news include the following: tech giants play musical chairs with foundation models. So I don't know what this is. We're gonna discover it together. So there are 5 consumer tech giants, but only 3 leading AI foundation models. And when the deal-making music stops, someone's going to be left out. Siri is now a glaring anachronism in a world enthralled by the verbal and vocal agility of large language models, and an irritating reminder to everyone at Apple of how far they've lagged behind voice assistant competition. All right, hold on. I need to
What?
I need to figure out what the point of this article is. Because it said.
You mean you don't know?
No, not quite. It said they're playing
Look
musical.
it up.
So they're playing musical chairs with AI models, but driving the news. Okay, the big picture. Every big player in tech is working on their own. Oh, here's what's basically happening. So every big like tech company is working on their own foundation model. Like OpenAI with ChatGPT. OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google sees high ground early have stayed ahead of the pack both in scale, innovative advances, and subtle refinements. Runners-up range from Elon Musk's XAI to France's Mistral and China's DeepSeek. So most of the tech's $5 trillion giants already have.
Mr. Blammy and I like to definitely do that DeepSeek.
I'm sure you do. Most of the tech's $5 trillion giants already have a match in the foundation model game, but there's constant movement, and the music is still playing. So I'm trying.
Why are sexual jokes so much fun? It's just so funny.
I'm trying to find the point.
I would like to find the point too.
So basically what I think the point of this is that there's like all these big tech companies, right? And they're all trying to build their own AI from the ground up and make sure that AI is better than the other. And they're all kind of jockeying for position. Like Grok is upcoming. It's Grok is doing really cool stuff.
That's the Twitter one, right?
That's the one that's integrated into Twitter, yeah. Siri.
I actually like that one. They actually do basis between ChatGPT and Grok. I feel like Grok ends up giving you more chances to produce AI things versus ChatGPT unless you pay for it.
Yeah, Grok, Glammy, Grok.
Grok
with a G.
Grok,
yes.
Glock.
No, Grok. You're not Japanese. Grok.
What? What does that have to do with Japanese? I was thinking more of
L's and R's are interchangeable in Japanese.
Well, so could Glocks if you change out the bullets.
Okay, we're done. So the point
crash out.
The point is I can't crash out every day. The point is that
you can when I play.
The point is that every company is kind of trying to jockey for position with popularity of their own AI, and each AI is just making some sort of different advancement to try to differentiate itself from the pack. Some are doing better than others, some are advancing quicker than others, and some just remain more accessible than others. Most notably, Grok and notably ChatGPT. It's gonna be an interesting game of tech advancement for the foreseeable future.
What are you gonna do when you get that Grok itch? It's what?
I'm not engaging. I'm ignoring you.
You can't engage. You don't have anybody to be engaged
Tell us about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I mean, what do you want to know about Donkey Kong Bonanza? Anything that you need to know is it can be explained from the 10-minute direct. And what is this? What is this? What do you got?
This is
Robot
more
soccer?
entertaining than regular soccer. Ooh, wait, hang on.
Why is it more entertaining than soccer?
Because look at his little feet. Oh, wipeout.
All right, well, interesting.
Kiss that ground. Kiss that ground.
Wow, they get
go,
back.
Go,
see,
go, ninja, go, ninja.
All right, well, this is good news to me. This helps reaffirm that the hardest things robots can do is still walk. They still have trouble walking.
Look, they're all this. Where do we go? Oh yeah, that's a ball. Let's go get the ball. Do you get the ball? I get the ball. Let's go. He's gonna walk into the wall.
I don't think this is more entertaining at all. I think this is sad.
Oh my god, I think this is awesome. Like he's gonna fall. Oh, he fell over. He kissed the ground like a woman.
It's interesting that they can get back up.
Oh, you made it! You made the goal! Yay! Let's go! Look, dancing feet. Look at how happy they are. Look at the happy feet. Happy feet, dancing feet. Let's go. Oh. Are you gonna... Where are you going with this? Wait, in the line. Okay. Make it happen. Whoa, huddle buddies. Oh, high five with the butts. There you go. Butt high fives. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Look, man down.
I just...
Make it. Okay, all right, yeah. Gotta get an oil change.
Glammy, I can't
What?
anymore.
Oh, they're so genteel. The fuck?
Glammy, I can't. I
That's
can't.
great. Okay, why put the ball over there? Oh, is that where it stopped? Okay,
what are you
this is the
doing?
line. This is the line. Let's go. Look at his happy feet. Oh, he's so happy he's gonna fall over. Back up in the corner. Back. Oh, there's no ball there. There was no ball there. He was trying to get the ball out of the corner. There was no ball there. Okay, I'm sorry. That made me so happy. Probably more happier than it should have.
Every new day we stray a little further from God.
Oh, that's great.
I can't, bro. I can't anymore.
Okay.
I can't
my gosh.
anymore.
Scooby-Doo catch a brain thief holster. Wow. Okay. All right. This is Scooby-Doo gone wrong. Boom.
What the what now? Well,
I'm going to tell you. Tuscaloosa Police Department have issued a request to help unmask Scooby-Doo costume-wearing thief who stole cash from a convenience store. That is not very convenient. Look at Scooby-Doo issues.
Powerage, thank you for the $5. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Powerage. If robots can learn teabagging, I'll laugh my ass. What? Hey, we were close. We got close. They had high five.
Don't wish that on anybody, man.
We got high five in the butts.
Oh boy.
All right, your turn. Go.
Okay. What else I got?
I don't mean end stream because you're frustrated with me.
I'm not ending the stream because I'm frustrated, but I would end it because I'm very sleepy. All right. So I think this is kind of cool. Netflix is NASA Plus. You can go out of this world with International Space Station live stream. There's already a couple of things going on. But the newest space-centric development in 2025 is Netflix's unprecedented partnership with NASA. So there's a new partnership called NASA Plus. Starting summer, anyone can view NASA space expeditions and watch each second of the ISS capturing out-of-this-world footage of Earth. Rebecca Simmons says, "Together we're committed to a golden age of innovation and exploration, inspiring new generations right from the comfort of their couch or in the palm of their hand from their phone." So I don't know, Markiplier can rejoice because he loves space, but this has been a new educational effort, I guess. Netflix has been kind of like doubling down on stuff like this. They now have exclusive worldwide premiere rights for PBS show for Sesame Street, which, yikes. So they had
Sesame Street?
Netflix has the rights to Sesame Street now over PBS. Bro, PBS.
Wow.
PBS.
I guess they didn't get enough donations.
Oh, PBS is gonna die. That's.
They've been asking for. Wow. Okay.
That's sad.
It is.
Yeah, Netflix is gonna run Sesame Street into the ground. Just wait.
Oh.
That's not good news. See, I think this thing with NASA Plus is really cool, but, let me make absolutely no mistake. I don't harbor any love for Netflix. I want Netflix to crash and burn as soon as possible.
What's wrong with Netflix? Why do you gotta be so negative towards Netflix?
They're run by awful people. They're run by people that would very soon censor something because they just don't like what people are talking about. They're doing some.
What makes you think that?
I know that because they tried to cancel a number of comedians for speaking freely.
Hang on, that doesn't sound right. What the fuck?
And on top of that, they're just greedy individuals.
Wow, you know them?
No, not personally, but Netflix. This is the problem with streaming companies is that they're trying to put in this really, really big focus into making their own content, which they need to stop doing. The whole concept behind Netflix was it was supposed to be the service for renting and streaming movies and TV, right? Just get access to that. Just get streaming rights to that stuff. That's all it should be. Stop trying to make original programming because then you're just going to charge people more for it. And then when that's inevitably not enough, Then they're going to start putting ads into all the content, which negates the entire idea of the service to begin with. The whole idea from the start was like, pay us and you can stream this content commercial free. Now it's pay us and we'll allow you to stream this after we assault you with ads. Stop! Stop! Freaking stop! You're going too far. If you, this is why, I want them to die or I want them to keep going. Because if they keep going, I hope that the market massively overcorrects and goes all the way back to cable TV. I hope to God that happens. Because then cable TV prices will come back down.
Okay, I hear you. Yes. However, when you do so many different streaming sites, you have to figure out how to balance it out. And everybody's got to eat, right? So Netflix had a monopoly for a really long time on its streaming service. And now we finally have other ones involved that can compete.
And they're all
now
doing
there's too many, but
they're all doing the same thing, and there's too many of them. Yeah.
But I think it also opens up more possibilities too, because now you don't have more than just one, and also you have different companies trying to fight over the contracts of being able to even stream them. Because contracts only last for so long on each platform, right? So if your favorite show is on Netflix for probably about maybe a year, the contract goes out and then they have to contract it out to somebody else so somebody else gets turned. So you're not confined to just Netflix. You could probably, after that one drops off, you could probably pick it up on another different service. And commercials have been always. I understand that it's not that it would be better if it wasn't, but there is an option where you can pay for higher for the commercials to be gone.
Yeah, but that didn't used to be a thing. The services
It didn't used to be a thing, but there's so many different. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying this is where it's coming from. You got to work within the confines of where we're at. And it says Netflix maintains that it won't censor content on the platform, but it does comply with government censorship laws around the world. For example, in 2021, it complied with 7 takedown requests from the Philippines, Russia, Turkey, Singapore, and Vietnam.
Yeah,
Netflix has recently published its annual environment, social, and government report documenting all the occasions when it censored content on its streaming platform due to government requests.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's not the government requests that are the problem. That's not what I'm referring to.
You're thinking of free speech, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Netflix has found itself under a number of controversies. There was one there was one a while ago that got me really upset.
I mean, I understand that it's a bummer, okay? I understand that it sucks, but you gotta see the other side of things. You know?
Hold on.
The other side of things is that we wish it would be better, but it doesn't always work the way we want it to. I can't wait for the day when I put in my contacts and I have to watch a 30-second ad before I can see it.
There was the whole thing. There was the whole thing with cuties. That should have never happened.
Well, obviously.
Let's see.
Nobody said that should have happened. Ugh. I feel like it's a possibility. Michelangelo, more service means more money to pay them all to watch. I understand that, but at least it's not just one. I mean, how many? We had Netflix was just the one entire service. That's it. That's all we had. Now we have multiple ones. We have too many. But at the same time, for them to compete with each other, and commercials were always a thing. And everybody's got to eat. Baseline is everybody's got to eat. It just is what it is. Does it suck? Sure, but that's where we're at.
Yeah, Netflix is content library. So their content library doesn't look like it's shrinking because they keep putting out original stuff. But they're actually their library of movies and TV shows, the stuff that you really want to go to Netflix to see, is actually getting smaller.
You're going to have to watch an ad before your Uber driver starts driving. That's funny. It's possible. Maybe if they come up with them those electric taxis, they probably will make you have to watch an ad before it goes.
The VPN, the stuff the ways they're trying to fight VPN use and
Well, I mean, charge Glammy more, companies gotta eat. No, I don't want people to be charged more. I'm just saying that that's just how it is. I mean, it is what it is. But thank you, Pecan. I mean, whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It just is what it is. I love things to be different. I really do. I would love there to be all kinds of different things involved in the world and how the world works. But it just isn't that way right now. You know, we got to be realistic. The more you know from Glammy.
Well, it's not real. I don't find it realistic to
And
believe
with
that
cost so
everything
much.
is-
It does. I mean, there's tons of things that cost so much.
I don't think it's realistic to expect that everything should be monetized. Like, not everything should be monetized.
I mean, it shouldn't, but at the same time, there's so if you, I don't know how to feel about that. I understand that not everything shouldn't be monetized, but if you think it's just everything's so high to live, the cost of living is so high that having everything monetizes different avenues for people to figure out how to take care of their family. It's not fun, but it is the way it is. I'm with CD. They're scamming us. I mean, I agree. They are scamming us. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it is what it is. This is where we're at right now.
CD, tell that to Keem. Okay, well, you get my point. I'm talking about like even the dumb everyday stuff, like Poop Guy was saying. Like, I don't want to put my contacts in and expect to have an ad for 30 seconds before I can see. Like, dumb stuff like that.
True.
So it's. What's my thoughts on Stop Killing Games? Yeah, I have similar views. I think that the everybody's trying to race to make the next big live service game, and I think that's just as stupid. I think live service games are a scam. If I pay $60 for a game, I should be able to play that game for forever. So I want my content for the game to be all localized offline.
Grab a monster. I'll be right back.
Sure. If I can't play the game offline, it's not really worth it. I mean, there are exceptions, like stuff like Call of Duty, right? Where the Call of Duty is like Black Ops 4 had no single player content. I think was it? It only had multiplayer. So it's going to be a sad day for all the COD 4 players when that dies. But like I don't know if that's an ample comparison. I just want the rush for live service games to end because they're just not fun. I like rush. They have way too many microtransactions. They're just make good single player games. Yeah, like and that's another thing. That's why I never started playing Destiny, because like I got into like my friends want me to start playing Destiny 2, and like half the content's gone now. It's like, what's the point? I can't experience
You can't find any enjoyment in it at all?
I could, but I don't. Like, I mean,
why?
The first Destiny was boring as sin. Why would I want to play the second one? And especially, why would I want to play the second one when half the content is gone?
So you find no joy in it at all?
I wouldn't find any entertainment in it.
Then don't play it.
Right. That's why I don't play Destiny 2.
Well, I'm so glad. Good job. Look at you avoiding things that make you aggravated.
Too time consuming not to have it at all. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. All right, guys. Again, I'm gonna remind everybody, because we're only doing a 2-hour show today, so we got 20 more minutes. We're gonna run. We're running the whoever gets Z-Huddle a membership today. We'll get an item from our store. We'll get one of our cool new mouse pads, free of charge. We'll figure out the logistics. So drop those members. Let's see it happen. Let's see Z-Huddle turn green. First person to do it gets something for free. And we'll do the karaoke night, but I need a bunch more cash cows to make sure that we can do that.
I can't wait to do karaoke night. I love karaoke.
Well, 20 cash cows, and we will do karaoke. I need to make sure that you guys have access to the Tech Talk voice channel, because that's where we got to do it. So if you can't get in there, we can't really do a karaoke night. So that's that. Okay, so
Yes.
Let's do this one.
I'm down for that one.
You don't even know what I'm picking.
You know what? I believe.
So there are new reports about Windows 11's new update. It's being reported. It's being reported as more of an enablement than an upgrade. So the 25H2 upgrade is almost here, but it'll be a little more than an exercise in feature enablement since 24H2 and 25H2 share the same code. So 25H2 is already available to Windows insiders. Microsoft fans hoping for a Windows 12 to make the pain of Windows 11 24H2 go away will therefore be disappointed. So I don't know what happened with 24H2. I've kind of been avoiding it. Rather than a complete refresh, 25H2 is effectively 24H2 with additional features that Microsoft can turn on via an enablement package. They share the same source code, only with additional features turned on. Should be no impact on compatibility between the two. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't test, but you can focus your test on new features rather than a full complete or complement of OS application device compatibilities. So 24H2 had its share of issues since 2024. The glance at the Windows release health dashboard shows things have not gone well by Windows' own admission. Suffered a fair amount of problems. Companies slapped compatibility holds when these related to software and hardware. So I've never seen this before.
Why are we slapping compatibility?
Let's see this. So this is the release health dashboard.
Release me?
So let's see if there are current known issues with 24H2. Broadly available. Reached the last phase of gradual rollout. Known issues. AVD applications using app attach feature might fail. Parental consent may not show for some browser versions. Wallpaper customization applications might not work as expected. Devices with apps using sprotect.sys driver might stop responding. Ooh. Devices have direct audio with crisp APO DLL might lose audio output. That sucks. Camera use might cause some applications to become unresponsive. Some devices using easy anti-cheat stop responding and receive a blue screen. That's not great.
Didn't they change the blue screen to a black screen now?
It will be changing to a black screen, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's bad because there's a lot of games that use easy anti-cheat. Compatibility issues with Intel Smart Sound technology drivers. So, wow, alright. I didn't even know that there was a dashboard for this stuff. This is actually cool to look at. Microsoft's working on easy anti-cheat on an incompatibility between Win 11 and 24H2 in the anti-cheat application, yada, yada, yada. If you're trying to install media creation tool, yada, 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 we recommend you do not attempt to manually update to 24H2 with the easy installation.
Oh, is that Crazy Void? Is that why that happened?
So
okay, because we have new rules in the Discord for that. So that's not going to be a thing anymore.
What about streaming copyright?
Got you. Okay. I don't know the reason behind why, but that makes sense. Yeah, so that's not going to be happening anymore because there's a that's not allowed. It's a bummer, but it's not allowed now.
Oh, what? The stuff like Nerdnami?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is kind of cool. I didn't even know that this dashboard existed, but you can track issues with each new version of Windows as they happen at learn.microsoft.com/NUS Windows Release Health. So that's kind of cool. But 25H2 is on the way. It doesn't really do much new. The 25H2 update plans to retire the blue screen of death for the black screen.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah, so I missed out on whatever big controversies were happening with 24H2. I should go back and see what those all were.
24H2. The controversy is that the H wanted the 2 and they wouldn't give it to him. It was very controversial. H's have rights too. But I'll try to let them know again.
So, So Crazy Void, to answer your question, I don't know how to feel about it because they were running that since before I got here, and I don't want to run my mouth. I don't think they weren't really doing anything to be malicious in the server. They were doing something for their members. And
it was a fun thing. I think basically it's just that happened. It was taken care of. It's just it's not a thing now.
So they weren't doing it with any animus, but it's unfortunate that they had to stop because you're right. It is a DMCA violation to do stuff in Discord like that. I mean, people still do it anyway, but
what? But not in our server.
But there are legal methods. But they're doing it another way, which is still illegal. I don't know anything about that. So I'd like to. Let's put it this way. I'd like to know the facts before I comment on it. I hope they get it figured out for themselves because that's a reason that people pay pig and crown to nerds. And it's a big deal for them. And I don't want any hard feelings against nerds. I want them to be able to do their thing. If you charge access for a Plex Jellyfin server, is that illegal? Unrelated. I'm
looking it up right now.
That's a good question. I only got into Plex recently, so I'm not certain. And I actually might start tinkering with Jellyfin soon because I hear some good things about Jellyfin over Plex, but Plex has been treating me good. Not if you don't get caught. Exactly.
Charging for access to a Jellyfin server can be illegal depending on the specific circumstances. If you are selling servers with Jellyfin pre-installed, it may be considered illegal. However, if you are using Jellyfin for personal use, it is likely not against the law. It is essential to consult with a legal professional for specific advice. We are not legal professionals at all. We are just fun and entertainment purposes only. You do you under your own discretion and your own volition, your own things. The Local Live Tech Talk is entertainment value only.
I wouldn't risk it. I would if I had to take a guess, I would say it's probably illegal to paywall your Plex server for somebody else. Especially because the whole concept with Plex is that you're supposed to be able to back up your own like digital library and be able to stream it inside. I mean, a lot of people use it to torrent stuff and then watch stuff that they torrent, which I'm not telling you to do or not do.
Well, I'm sorry, Pecan. I did not mean to shatter your dreams.
But if people are using Plex to like watch stuff,
I love you though. You're amazing.
If people use their Plex to watch stuff that they obtained illegally and then sell access to that illegal content, then that would be illegal. So, I mean, it's not something.
I don't know anything of that nature. We're entertainers. We're just doing entertaining things. Thank you so much for playing our game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I would suggest Nerdami do is they would have to switch to there's really no big solution to this. Everybody that wants to watch with them would have to be able to use something that has a sync function, or they'd have to say, here, you all need your own subscription to this service to watch this with us. That's the only way to do it. Like Twitch, I wish something like this would come on YouTube, but Twitch has a watch party function that lets you create a watch party for anything inside the Amazon Prime catalog. It doesn't stream the content on Twitch, but it lets everybody gather in a room, right? And it'll let people gather in the room that have the content. And then it would stream that content. It validates that everybody has that subscription service and then streams that. It doesn't actually stream the content on the Twitch channel. It streams it kind of like in a separate room, so it's not visible, right? And then that way it's synced across everybody that's watching together. Watch party features are really cool. I think that they should get expanded on across services. I think that those would be the next big thing that services should focus on. They won't, but it'd be cool if they did. All right, what's this, Glammy? What you got?
Okay, this is a rabbit hole. How would you set up an external graphics card for a laptop user?
Well, don't worry. I've already gone down this rabbit hole, so let me save you some time. And for this video, we'll go through all the options that are available from most expensive down to the lowest and cheapest option available so that you can know what you can do. I would
You're
actually
9
go
minutes.
with a modular power supply. That is increasing your budget.
I mean,
Why?
I can explain.
What do you think?
I can explain to you how this works too.
Well, that's why I'm trying to start up a conversation.
So external GPUs are also are cool. I don't think they've reached the point where they're as useful as internal GPUs yet. They have use cases, but external GPUs are still largely bottlenecked by the interface in which they're being used on.
Ooh, in your face. Thank you.
External GPUs I'm buffering for a second. The external GPUs are kind of expanding in use case. And it is cool to think about. What has to happen is that the way that external GPUs interface with computers like laptops and stuff, the standard for that has to get faster because USB is not currently fast enough. It doesn't have the bandwidth for it.
Okay.
It is getting a little faster and it can perform decently, but it has to. We need something. Otherwise, what everybody would have to be doing is they'd have to install a riser with a cable to your PCIe slot on your motherboard. Externally,
sounds invasive.
outside of the case, and then run the video card inside of a enclosure that way. So they're cool. Can I please yell and start screaming? Why?
Hang on, give me a minute. We'll get there.
Are you gonna purposely try to make me mad?
Oh, I don't even have to try. It just happens. Okay, here you go.
Right, what's this? What do you got?
Little secret, dude. Everybody's always like, wow, how do you do it?
That's really cool.
Good. How do you do it, dude?
What is it?
I don't know, dude.
I
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I have no clue. Zilch, nada, none, dude. I'm just winging it. Okay, I'm just winging it like a little baby bird, dude.
Like a little baby bird, dude.
I'm like, whoa.
Oh no way, bro. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna let.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What am I watching? What is that? He was 3D. He was 3D printing something, and yeah, 3D printing is really cool. But like, what is happening? What was he 3D printing, and why?
It was ADHD something or other is what it was labeled. I just thought it was funny because I wanted to get you off as a subject.
What?
And I was trying to poke you to crash out.
Okay, I'm more confused than angry.
Do you feel better?
Sure. All right, let's talk about something fun for a second.
I like that.
Game Pass is adding 9 more games in July, including Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remasters. So I'm actually really excited about this because I haven't played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 yet, and I'd like to. So they announced that new games are coming in July. We knew that Little Nightmares 2 and Rise of the Tomb Raider would be coming. Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming back? Huh.
Oh, I liked Tomb Raider.
Yeah, but this is Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is the second one. I already played that on Game Pass.
I don't care how
once,
high
so
it is. I just like the game.
Yeah, thank you, Glammy. All right, so this game's coming back to Game Pass. I hope the Yakuza games come back. So the biggest release is easily Tony Hawk 3+4.
It is a blast from the past.
Oh, so 3+4 is going to Game Pass on day 1. And so 1+2 is coming and 3+4 will be on day 1. That's awesome. So I get to play both of them. We're seeing the return of 2 games that were previously available through Game Pass. That's the Ascent. High on Life is returning. All right. I can finally play the DLC for High on Life before High on Life 2 comes out.
That's good.
JRPG fans are in for a treat with 2 new additions from the beloved Mana series. There'll be several games
I used
leaving.
to like that band back in the day, New Edition.
So there's a number of games leaving on July 15th. You only have a few more days left to play Mafia Definitive and Callisto Protocol. Here's what's coming. Little Nightmares 2.
Wait, was that High on Life one? Was that the one with the gun talks?
Yes.
Right? That was cute.
It's not as cute. It was really funny though. Little Nightmares 2.
Cute.
Dude, the entire first. I gotta show you the entire first section of that game. It's so funny.
It was cute.
Rise of the Tomb Raider's coming. Legend of Mana. Trials of Mana, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Nice. The Ascent.
Really? Was
Minami
it?
Lane.
Oh, okay.
Tony
I
Hawk
didn't
3
realize
plus
Rick
4,
and
High
Morty
and High on Life. Is
there
Tony...
it is.
Yeah.
That's it. I started playing that game in the beginning. Was a little rough because you had the
Buck
you're
Thunder.
chasing the white pony in the beginning, but you know, after that it was adorable.
Buck Thunder. that Buck Thunder section was so funny. It's like, Buck, do a double jump over this section, Buck, and then it's like tells you to press A to double jump, and you just fall down. It's like, Buck, I'm sorry, you can't actually double jump. Stupid pricing and scoping BS. There's no double jump in this game, Buck.
Oop, that's the back end.
Oh, right, sorry.
You gotta pull that off.
Yeah. So that's what's coming.
Listen to me.
What's leaving is Flock, Mafia Definitive, Magical Delicacy, Chaya,
wow, those
Callisto
graphics
Protocol,
are crazy.
and Cease of the Golden Idol. So I don't know if I should play.
Look at those graphics! Wow, he looks like he's really there.
Yep. So
Jeebus.
that's cool. So I can't wait to play Tony Hawk. That'll be awesome. I hope that they
Hawk 2 is fit on that thing.
I hope that they remake Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 after that. That'll be really cool. Why would they not add a double jump? Oh yeah, why would they not add a double jump? What sort of developers are these? Stupid
kickflip?
Stupid pricing and scoping BS.
Mr. Climber. I don't know. Can we do a kickflip? I can't flip. I can kick, but I can't flip. Can you kickflip?
No, I've never ridden a skateboard. Whoops.
Oh no.
Cochina Glammy? What?
What does that mean?
I don't know. What is
that like a handbag? Is that a handbag? I don't know what that is.
No. Oh, no. No, it's definitely not a handbag.
Look at this. This is the first look at Thing 1 and Thing 3 in the Cat in the Hat. You're so cute.
There's another Cat in the Hat. Oh, there's a animated Cat in the Hat movie coming.
Yes, they added a 3 and look at
What happened to Thing 2?
Well, you probably have to watch a movie to find out. But look at that. He's got two little eyeballs. Look, he looks at you like, please.
You rap fast. You do. You rap fast. It's true. Now let's see how you rap versus Things 1 and 2.
I'm adorable. Oh, he's just so
Bill
cute.
Hader is the cat. Oh, okay. All right, winding down the show, y'all. This is your final opportunities to get your memberships in for the day. We wanna really see if we can climb up the leaderboards this month. So we appreciate any of the help you're willing to give us. We want to see it happen. So let's make those goals happen. I'm gonna run the karaoke night goal through the week. If that doesn't meet, then we'll probably cancel it. Sorry to say, but we will. The eThought stream, as a reminder, is coming in a few weeks. I think I'm gonna run that on the 19th. And
care for the ending of the show. Cat.
I like cats, but why cat?
Cat.
But why?
Because it's cute.
Help name this little guy. All right, help name this little guy. He was found in a Mexican restaurant parking lot. What would you name this cat, everybody?
It's cute. That was just a nice little palate cleanser for the close to the end of the stream because it's adorable.
Boy. Yeah.
What is an eThought? An eThought is one of those like girls that sit there and they're like, "Hi, look at me, I'm adorable." And demand
that you pay them money. So I'm gonna sit on a stream, on a couch in short shorts and a shirt.
Tiny chef thing? What
and,
tiny chef thing?
Oh yeah, the nerds talked about this yesterday. There's a show called Tiny Chef, I think, on Nickelodeon that won an Emmy. It won a bunch of awards, and it's getting canceled. And the makers of the show announced the cancellation by making a video of like Tiny Chef discovering he's getting canceled. Yeah, yep, that's it.
Aww. I remember seeing TikToks of this. That was how I got introduced to it. I didn't know it was actually on Nickelodeon. I just saw this. I think it's interesting. Have you ever seen those TikToks where they have where they show you the cooking, but it's with yarn and stuff? It's really interesting.
No, but like I have a problem with Instagram here and there. Just like my Instagram algorithm is all quick food and quick candy making. All the stuff I want to eat, but I can't. So
like this. Where's the freaking volume thing? Oh my god, where's the volume thing? Man, I have to. Why can't it? Like it used to tell me. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, here you go. Look at this. You've never seen that?
Oh no, it's an animation.
It's wicked cool.
Yeah, it's I think this is a form of stop motion.
I love things like this.
Yep. All right, 4 a.m. I think we're tapped out for today. All right, so the e-thought stream's coming. Be ready for that. We'll try to run the goals one more day tomorrow, and then Friday Glammy's going to be here in person, and we'll do the makeup stream, and we'll run that until we can't no more. And then we got to make our way to Keem's house. So that's all for now.
Making our way downtown, walking fast, faces passing home bound.
I'm so tired. All right, say goodbye, Glammy.
Bye, Glammy.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
All right, y'all. That's it for us today. We'd keep going, but like we find that we kind of burn out really quickly when we do this stuff for 4 hours, and we don't want you guys to burn out with us. And everybody could use a little bit of time to rest and recuperate now and then. So we wish you all a very good day. Cafe will start We'll start the cycle again at 8 a.m. Hopefully on time today. That's Ken's call. I'm sure he just had something to do. He had a legitimate excuse. So that's it from us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye. Wherever the hell you are, make it a freaking good one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.